Okay? Shalom. I'm a Hebrew Israelite here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom and speak about the upliftment of his people on this side, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the true biblical Israelites according to the Bible. Alright? First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders that rule well, and salutation to you brothers out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. Shalom. Okay? First and foremost, I'm going to go to Jeremiah. All right? Jeremiah 16, verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, man. All right, because that's how the Lord was known, man. The Heavenly Father was known for bringing his people, the Israelites, all right, out of the land of Egypt, man. All right, and the time's coming where it's not going to be said, he brought the children out of the land of Egypt, man. All right. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers, man. All right. So it's gonna be said that he brought us out of the land of the north, man. Which is speaking about North America, man. All right. Mainly America, because that's where the greatest deliverance is gonna be. All right. So that's what it's going to be said, man. The time of Egypt, the time when he brought us out of Egypt, the Heavenly Father had a lot of fame, man, throughout the whole land, man. They knew about the power of Israel. That's why the Edomites were afraid, the Moabites were all afraid when we were walking through the wilderness, man. All right, they didn't want us to go to their cities, man. All right, because he saw what he did to the Egyptians in the sea and all that. All right. Let me read that again, verse 15. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he hath driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers, man. And what land is that? That's talking about the land of Israel, man. All right? Because we're gonna inhabit that land again, man. Right now we're not inhabiting that land. We have heathens in our land, man. All right? And we're scattered all around the world right now. Okay? Through what? Through first and foremost, those different captivities that we've been in, man. All right? So we have our people around these different nations that look like these different nations, right? Okay? They have the same customs as these different nations, but they're Israelites. Okay? Behold, I will send for many. Let me read that part again. And from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers, man. All right, so he's gonna take the Israelites from wherever they're scattered, man. All right, we get Isaiah 11 and 11. Okay, this is Isaiah 11 verse 11. And it shall come to pass that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time. All right, the first time that he set his hand was what? In Egypt. All right. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea. All right? So that's where the Israelites are going to be scattered. They're going to be scattered in all these different lands, man. All right? Through the different captivities that they've been through. And they're not necessarily going to come out looking like Israelites, man. They're not going to come out looking like the average Negro, the average Latino, or Native American. Okay? For the most part, they're going to look like the people who they were amongst. Okay? Because when Jake gets around these different nations, man, he sees these different nations' women, what does he do, man? He has sex, man, all right? He marries them, all right? He learns their ways, all right? And that's one of the things that that's one of the reasons why the Heavenly Father told us not to marry these other nations. All right? Not to go with the women of the other nations. Because they will drive us away from the Heavenly Father, man. All right? And I believe it was Nehemiah who said what? Who actually killed a couple of Israelites because they were dealing with Moabite women. Because he saw that their children were speaking the Moabite tongue. All right? They weren't speaking the Israelite tongue. They weren't speaking the Hebrew. They were following the heathens' customs. All right? So he basically he slew them, man. All right? He was enraged, and the spirit overwhelmed him, and he took them out, man. Okay? Because he knew the result of that, man. He knew what would happen. All right? And we can see what happened right now. We can see the condition of our people because of that right now. All right? But really, it's all prophecy anyway. Okay? And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcast of Israel. All right, and that's an ensign. All right, the fact that the Israelites were scattered, right, and we see that we're the most scattered people on the planet Earth. That's part of the sign, man. That's part of an ensign, which is just a sign. All right, the fact that we were scattered amongst all these different nations, man. That's how you know who the Israelites are, man. Moab is not scattered amongst these different nations like that. All right? There might be a little sprinkle here and there, but no, man. Moab is not scattered amongst the different nations like that. Edom is not scattered amongst a different nation like that. All right? We are the most fertile people, man. We bring forth the most seeds, man. That's why we get that term baby mama and all that. All right? From our people, man. All right? Because we multiply, man. We multiply the same way we multiplied in Egypt. Okay? So no matter where we go, it's going to be the same scenario. All right? No matter where we go. There was even this article I read that there was a neighborhood that was predominantly Edomites, okay? But then a few Issacharites went up in there, and now that after a few years, that whole community is majority, is like 80% Issachar. All right? So that's to show you that our people are fruitful, man. That our people are very fertile, man. All right? Because when it comes to these Edomites, man, they're the least fertile, man. Okay? They have to take all these they have to basically be inseminated artificially, man, to get pregnant a lot of times, man. Okay? Because they weren't blessed with that fertility, man. All right? But our people, they're super fertile, man. Okay? And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcast of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth, man. All right, so that's what's going to happen, man. The Heavenly Father is going to gather all the nation, the remnant of Israel, man. Okay, and that's going to equal to the 1/3, along with the elect, which is the 144,000, man. The government body of Israel, man. All right. Because not all of our people are going to make it, man. Most of our people are going to die off, man. All right? When the famines hit, when World War III hits, most of them are going to die off, man. Okay? The only ones that are going to make it is the elect. Okay? Okay, yeah, so that was it on that. Because that was the reason we were scattered amongst these different nations, was a curse from the Heavenly Father, man. All right? He put that curse on his people because they didn't obey his word, man. All right? Because we broke the first covenant. When you ask these people in the Christian church what the first covenant is, they don't know. You know? But that's the reason why the Israelites were scattered amongst these different nations. That's the reason why the Israelites went into slavery under these different nations, man. Every time he put them into captivity, it was because what? Because they went off, man. Because they were breaking the law, statutes, and commandments. The reason why we went under the captivity of these Edomites is for the same reason, man. All right? But he's about to return that captivity. He's about to take us out of this captivity and put us above all these other nations, man. All right? Let me get Deuteronomy 28, man. This is Deuteronomy 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, man. All right? From the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, even which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone, man. All right? So that was one of the curses, man, that we would be serving these other gods. We would be scattered amongst these different nations. All right? That was one of the curses that the Heavenly Father put upon Israel, man. All right? And so we can see the results of that now, to the point where we have other Israelites that don't look like Israelites, man. We have Israelites that look like Edomites, Moabites, so forth and so forth, man. And that's not a blessing, man. That's a curse, man. Okay? The fact that you can't really tell who your enemy is from your brethren, all right? That's a curse, man. Okay? But the Heavenly Father is taking that curse up off of us and putting the blessing that's about to be put upon us, man. After the deliverance, man, we're gonna have the kingdom of heaven, man. Which is what? Which is the blessings. All right. And among, this is verse 65, and among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy feet have rest. All right. But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind, man. And that's what our people have amongst these different nations, man. All right? They don't have rest. You can't rest amongst the heathen, man. All right? Because the heathen are always against you, man. Okay? You can't be surrounded by your enemy and expect to have rest, man. It's not possible. All right? That's why we have to wait for Yahushua to come back and deliver us out of this situation and build our kingdom, man. All right? We're not going to build a kingdom amongst these Edomites with the Edomites in rulership, man. That's stupid, okay? First of all, Esau's ready to implode, man. He's ready to destroy himself.